Picture this. Citi Field, New York. Hot August night. 40,000 screaming fans, or in this case with the Mets, silent fans in the stands, waiting for something to cheer. Now, if you're a diehard Met fan like myself, who as a child made a few bad decisions and pledged loyalty to the wrong New York baseball team, you'll probably wait about another 4 or 5 years for greatness, for something to cheer. Suspend reality, suspend belief. For 2 minutes, I ask you that simple request. Think of the crowd's reaction if someone hits a single, as opposed to someone hitting a triple. Huge difference. Step it up a notch. Think of the crowd's reaction if someone hits a solo home run in the bottom of the first inning, as opposed to someone hitting a 3-run home run to take the lead in the 7th inning. Astronomical difference. Game-changing difference. Now pump up the intensity to 10. Pump up the stakes past 11. Picture the crowd's reaction if someone hits a 2-run home run, a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning, as opposed to someone hitting a 2-run home run, a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning to win the World Series. Not huge, not astronomical, life-changing. Say it again. Life-changing. I will tell you how to do that, how to capture that intensity and put it in your videos. The ritual to do that is a lot simpler than you think. All you need to do is pick up the dirt.
What could be more glorious than to challenge the Emperor himself in the great arena?
You would fight me?
Why not? Do you think I'm afraid?
I think you have been afraid all your life.
Unlike Maximus the Invincible, who knows no fear.
I knew a man who once said death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back.
Each and every time, Maximus Decimus Meridius, the gladiator who defied an emperor, every time before he entered a fight or a battle, he picked up the dirt. That ritual symbolized turning on his A game. That ritual broke the ground for his enemy's grave. Break your ground. Step up your game in everything you do. I challenge you right here, right now, find your ritual. Find it. I don't know where it's hiding. In the attic, in the basement, 2 blocks away, 10 miles away. Find it. I'm going to tell you and share a story with you about how I found mine, because it's pretty inspiring, I think. And like the baseball analogy appealed to my American friends, this analogy is going to appeal to my European friends. Back in college, I played soccer. And I played the game like, well, let's say I played it like a truck. No skill, no talent, no grace. I played the game like a truck. For what I lacked in ability and talent, I filled the gap with guts, heart, and intensity. And you just might ask the question, Luxley, what kind of intensity did you have? I had the intensity of a truck with a 2-ton payload speeding downhill without brakes. Do not get in my way. Freshman year, I barely made the team. 3 seniors had what I'll describe as irreconcilable differences with the coach, and they didn't play. That created a spot for me, that created an opportunity for me to sit the bench. Now, I didn't exactly sit on the bench like a normal person. I didn't hang out with the other 10 losers on the bench and fraternize about a keg party or going off campus to drink and crash a car somewhere. No. I stood up the entire game and acted like a crazy fan. And I cheered players on my team as they entered the game. Go get him! Yes! You do your best. You bring it out. A game. Get ready. Go! And then, as guys were walking off the field tired, pat them on the back. Nice job. Well done. One day, I got a shot to play. Score 6-0. Our team is in the 0 parameter. I played about 4 minutes the entire season at one game. Sophomore year, a guy went down, a starting defender went down in the second game of the year. The coach put me in. No skill, no talent, no grace. I had intensity. I played with reckless abandon. I stepped up, carpe diem, seized the day, brought out my best, my A game, every minute of every game. I earned the respect of my teammates. I earned the respect of the coach. Most importantly, I earned the respect of myself. I said to myself at the end of the year, I've arrived. I'm a true soccer player. Or so I thought. Junior year, I kind of screwed up. I brought that same intensity, that same passion, the first 3 games of the season. The 4th game of the season, I kind of gave it up for a girl. I pretty much did. But this was the first love of my life, so it was worth it. I blew off a game with some silly excuse, took 2 trains home to get a car so I could take Carolyn out on our first date. Coach found out, I sat the bench the rest of the year. Sat the bench. Didn't get in another game for the entire year. Senior year, I hurt my ankle preseason. I could barely walk, let alone run. I was in a lot of pain. It wasn't getting better. And I went to the coach and I said, Coach, because I call the coach, right? So I said, I didn't play much my freshman year. I know you could redshirt me. I'll be back next year because I'm a double major. Can you do that? Coach looked at me and said, I'm going to be perfectly 100% honest with you. I appreciate the kind of guts you bring to this team, but I have a crew of super talented kids coming in next year as freshmen, and I honestly don't think you're going to be able to compete. I do not believe that you will have enough talent to start on this team. Make the team? Yes. Start? No. You're going to have to make the best of your opportunity this year. So after hearing a fairy tale that started out something like this, once upon a time, a truck wanted to be a soccer player. I decided to take a page out of good old Miyagi's book. Instead of wax on, wax off, it was ice on, heat on, elevate the leg. Ice on, heat on, elevate the leg. Ice on, heat on. You get the drill. I started to feel a little bit better. I started to feel like I could be a little bit competitive. My opportunity struck, 3rd game of the year. Another defender goes down with a season-ending injury. Hey, opportunity struck. I stepped up. I played my game. I played hurt. I didn't care. I just went out there full of guts, full of intensity, and did what I did best and earned my starting job back. Yay for me. And now some of you might be thinking, Luxley, please tell me this has a happy ending. And I gotta tell you, it really doesn't. It has an amazing ending. One night, the night before a game against a regionally ranked team, a very, very skilled team with a nationally ranked player. Here's a guy that was in the top 5 on a national level in scoring. I believe this guy ended up being a semi-pro soccer player. And I also believe in unicorns. The night before the game, my girlfriend at the time, Carolyn, was having one of her episodes. This is so stressful. I can't take it. Oh my God, this sucks. This person is horrible. Treat me like garbage. It kept me up the entire night. No sleep at all. And you know those nights when you want to get to sleep, you have to get to sleep. You need to get to sleep because the next day is a big day for you. and you get no sleep, and you see the sunrise. That's a WTF feeling times 10,000. I was shot. I was lucky if I slept 1 hour the entire bus ride there. We get there, and I kind of meander onto the field. I was completely lost. And I'm a dude, so I don't ask for directions. For all I knew, I was in Siberia, and I was lost. Now, I got to play against one of the top 5 scorers in the entire United States. This guy was beating me left and right. He was an elite player, and then there's the truck. And he was beating me left and right, bombarding my goalie like it's fucking Pearl Harbor, okay? Luckily, we had an elite goalie, and this guy didn't score. Coach says, Luxley, pulls me from the game, sit on the bench and think about why you're there. He brought Adnan into the game. Good old Adnan gave up a goal in a matter of 30 seconds. Guy beat him, scored. He pulled Adnan out. He brought Mike in. Mike kind of hung around for a little bit, but this guy beat him, and he scored. Halftime, coach comes up to me. I'm putting you back in. Show me who you are. I went in the game. I shut this guy down. I shut this guy down to the point he couldn't even get a shot. I shut him down to the point by the end of the game with the score tied 4-4, he was punching the dirt. Punching the dirt in frustration. Double overtime. I get the assist on the winning goal. I'm exhausted because I played my guts out. I didn't even have the strength to take a shower. I get on the bus. The entire team is there. They all stand up. The entire team stands up. And they're chanting my name. Luxley, 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 Luxley. This went on for 3 or 4 minutes. Even the bus driver, who had no clue who I was or what our team was or anything, he even got up, turned around, and started chanting my name. That's how infectious and amazing it was. After that bus ride, the coach came to me and said, with tears in his eyes, and said thank you. One day I may be 95 years old, hopefully, and I might even have Alzheimer's disease, and I will not ever forget that moment. Never. And to make sure that I do not forget, because Merlin once said in one of my favorite movies, Excalibur, for it is the doom of all men that they forget. What I did was I bought a Matchbox car-sized truck. And when I was working on Wall Street, that truck was on my desk. And then when I started selling software to the mortgage industry after Wall Street, that Matchbox-sized truck was in my pocket before I went on each appointment. After selling mortgage software, I started selling what I currently sell, which is high-end security systems to corporations. And every time I go on an appointment, that small Matchbox-sized truck is in my pocket. That truck serves as a symbol, serves as a token and a reminder of a tremendous, great moment in my life where I felt invincible. Every time I look at that truck, I say to myself, I remember that day. And I bring out that feeling. And I bring out my A game. Find your A game. Find your memory of that great moment. And use something, some symbol to remind you as a switch to turn it on when you need it the most. Everybody has that moment. If you're younger, maybe not. But be attuned and be aware of those great moments when they happen. Because I guarantee it will happen. And I can't guarantee this is going to give you incredible growth. Boom, 1 million subscribers. No, it's not. But one thing I can tell you it will do is that if you put passion and inspiration and show how much heart you have in your videos, when you do get people's attention, you're going to keep their attention.
If you find yourself alone, riding in green fields with the sun on your face, do not be troubled, for you are in Elysium, and you're already dead! Brothers, what we do in life echoes in eternity.